Hey guys, for those of you who do not know, I am a teen mom. My Instagram is Loving Connor David, and a lot of people on my Instagram have been asking me to make a YouTube channel. So I found my old one, and I am going to share my birth story today. That's the most requested. So before I explain this, the weird thing about Connor's birthday, it was January the 27th, was 3 people in my boyfriend's family were supposed to be born on the 27th, and they all were. There was another one who was supposed to be born on the 27th also in different months, and she ended up being a late baby. But still, 4 people supposed to be born on the 27th is really weird. And so on the 26th, my mom was just sick of me being pregnant, and so was I. I was really tired, I was swollen, I didn't want to get up, and of course I was extra hungry all the time. So she said we should go on a walk. So me and Steven get all ready. Steven's my boyfriend. And we go to a trail. And I get really tired in the first 2 minutes. And I keep telling her that. She's like, it's just a few more feet. Just a few more feet. She says that every minute and a half. And it actually ended up being 3 miles that we walked. And I was very mad about that. And we only did half the trail, so I was pissed. But we get home and I start having little cramps and it feels really weird and it's just annoying me. And then we go to Steven's for the night because his mom wanted to see us. And we are sitting down playing Poquino, which is basically a Hispanic or just Puerto Rican bingo. I don't know that much about it. But we're all sitting there doing that, and she's joking about it, like, oh my god, what if you have the baby tomorrow? That would be so funny. That's 5 babies supposed to be born on the 27th. And I was already having, by then, contractions about every 5 minutes apart. Turns out it wasn't real labor, but it felt like it to me. Then I get too sick of it. I don't feel good. I don't want to play anymore. Me and Steven go upstairs and get ready for bed. I'm laying in bed, and they start getting stronger, closer together. So I download a contraction timer app, and they were probably about 6 minutes apart, lasting 50 to 60 seconds. And then I fell asleep and woke up and realized I hadn't had any for about 45 minutes, but they had started up again. So that night, the first half of the night, wasn't real contractions. So about 10:30, probably at night, is when the real ones started. They felt the same, but I couldn't sleep all night. We let Steven's mom go to work, and I let Steven sleep that night. Then in the morning I told him I still was having them and not to go to school. I wanted him to call his mom and see if it was okay for him to stay home. And she said yes. My mom picked us up and I went to the doctor, and they checked me and I was at 4 centimeters. So they said, okay, let's just admit you right now. I got there and they were saying that my water probably wouldn't break on its own, and people that don't have kids don't realize that not everyone's water breaks, and most of the time it doesn't break right when you start having contractions. So I got scared because I've seen it before, and it's like a really sharp hook and it's pretty long, and they do that. So she was like, oh no, it's not, it's just this little stick, and she was actually holding the hook so I wouldn't get scared. I found out that later, but they break it and it's just like bath water, pretty much. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like you're peeing. It doesn't hurt. It's not weird. But yeah, after that I had to get my IV because I had strep B previously, which is basically strep throat / a yeast infection, and I had that while I was pregnant. So no matter what, you have to get an IV so they can give you fluid so your baby doesn't get it. And they could not find my veins, so they can't put it there because when you're moving around it could get twisted. So they started here, it didn't work. And then they went on both sides of my wrist, twisting it around, it didn't work because my veins are tiny. And they finally get to this hand and it works. And by then I'm stressed out and I'm afraid of needles anyway. So I had told them in the beginning I did not want an epidural at all. I was scared about the effects on my baby because it does make them tired. Whatever you get gets in their system. So I didn't. It started getting really bad. I was in a lot of pain, and I was hungry because I hadn't eaten since the night before, and Steven had food. So I was crying. He gave me one French fry, and that kind of calmed me down. But it got worse again, and I don't know what it's called, but it's they put it in your IV. It's a medicine. It kind of numbs you for about 45 minutes, and I got 2 of those. And I got to sleep for probably 30 minutes altogether. And that actually is what helped me. They come in, I'm telling them, I swear to God, I'm ready to push. I have to do this. And they're like, no, just an hour ago, you were like 8. We'll check you later. And I'm crying. I'm grabbing my butt because it felt like I was extremely constipated. Sorry if that's TMI. But it did. That's what it feels like. And my mom is finally like, just check her. It doesn't matter. And so they did, and I was at 10. And I was really scared because I was like, that went by really fast. But it really didn't. I was just scared. And I pushed, I don't know how long, probably 30 minutes. And he came out at 5:18 p.m. He was perfect. Nothing wrong with him. Just the next day, we found out he had jaundice. Sorry, I had technical difficulties. But jaundice is too much bilirubin in the liver, something like that. Liver or kidneys. I have no idea what bilirubin is. They didn't explain it fully. But you can't have too much of it. So, vitamin D, lights, and the baby's going to the bathroom is what gets rid of it. So he had to be swaddled in a blanket that had a light in it, and I couldn't take him out. And it felt like I was holding a cardboard box. I hated it. But he was born during the snowstorm, so I had nobody able to visit me. Steven almost didn't get to have food. The hospital had to bring him some. The hospital food, people have been asking me how it tastes. It's actually not that bad. They have like chicken tenders and fries, sandwiches, soup, and they always bring you tea for some reason, but they say you're not supposed to have caffeine. And available in the hallway always. You can, anytime you want to go. There's soups, chips, crackers, juice, and water and ice. And we were discharged 2 days after Connor was born because his bilirubin was fine. He had to be tested for that every couple hours. They would prick his foot with a little needle and drain the blood. He actually didn't mind it that much. It was really weird. He didn't care. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to give me any suggestions, go ahead and comment, or you can go on my Instagram and direct message me. Again, Loving Connor David. Connor is spelled with an E, not an O-R. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it.